Greetings from Grand Avenue. It's Wednesday, so I'm spending some time with the Upper Room Devotional Guide, getting ready to meet with my small group. Today's devotional is entitled Changes, and it's based on a passage from 2 Corinthians chapter 4. It begins this way: "But we have this treasure in clay jars, so that it may be made clear that this extraordinary power belongs to God and does not come from us." I'm reading this devotion, ironically, in my mother's garden. She has all kinds of beautiful plants all around her house, many in beds or along the walks and drive at her house, and some are planted in containers like these. Some larger concrete containers, but also smaller terracotta pots. Terracotta is like the earthen vessels that Paul refers to in the letter to the Corinthians. Terracotta is a great container to put a plant in the summer. But when the colder weather comes, you have to take the terracotta pots in, because with the moisture on the inside, when they freeze, they will often crack and break apart. They really are very fragile. If you had something very valuable, you'd want to put it in something more substantial than a terracotta pot. The Bible suggests, though, that God has taken the most valuable thing, new life that we have in Jesus Christ, and placed it in a container that is just as fragile as terracotta. Our bodies are not meant to last forever. Indeed, as one who's got a birthday coming up in just a couple of weeks, I can tell you that the older I get, the more my body just seems to fall apart. But that reminds me that the most important thing is not what's on the outside, but what is on the inside. And no matter what changes I may be going through externally, internally I can grow stronger than ever in Jesus Christ. The devotion writer puts it this way: because of God's abiding love and guidance, I still have value and beauty. My earthen vessel may not be as young as it once was, but I take comfort in knowing that I am an ever-evolving creation. As today's reading reminds us, we have this treasure in clay pots, so that the awesome power belongs to God and doesn't come from us. I invite you to read the rest of the devotion. There's a link to it in the comments and description below this video. And then consider these questions. Today's writer finds her appreciation for beauty has changed over the years. Has yours? How and why? And do you find yourself worried about future changes or the things that you may undergo as you live through time? What prayers or Bible verses or people help you release from those worries? I pray that you will be reading along with me, and that you might leave your own thoughts, your own prayers, your own concerns in the comments and description below. Be praying for me, and I will be praying for you. God bless you until we meet again.